I've been surviving on an island in the deep sea with very little money and very little resources, but today we are going to kickstart things and make our island much more profitable and much more productive. I'm Hugz, welcome back to the Deep Sea Challenge. Okay, another day on the island. So we've been here for over a year, officially now, and this is where we're at. We have 4 prickly pear plants over here. We've got a small garden growing potatoes and a small garden growing raspberries here and here. Now, there's a couple problems that I need to take care of today and a couple big upgrades that we really desperately need and we have to get. So, number 1, I can't lift my raspberries here. These are way too heavy for me. Potatoes, I can lift. Those are okay. But the raspberries, big problem. As well as the seeds. We need seeds for the raspberry production here. And we have no way to reliably get those over. So today, I need to get myself a front-end loader for our tractor right here. I need to also get potentially a trailer for our tractor to make things easier to haul around. I also want to expand the island a little bit more. I would like to get some more gardens down, begin growing some more things. There's a lot of things that need to happen. Now, I do believe we may be getting a little bit low on some of these in terms of water. Yep, we're very low on our prickly pears. Raspberries, we got some good water supply in the raspberries, but we are critically low on seeds at the moment. That is not good. Once that's out, this shuts down completely, and our potatoes are looking fine. Now, I do need to turbocharge these potatoes, though, and the only way I can really do that is by unlocking this recipe right here, which requires a lot more water, but more importantly, it also requires seeds and solid fertilizer. Right now, we don't have the money for that, but we're definitely going to change things there. So, what do we do first? Well, I have to go ahead and fill these guys up, and let me get my cart out of the way here. Let's just push this thing somewhere off to the side over here, just so you're not in the way. That should be fine right there. And let's turn it off too. We can't leave our cart on. Okay. I've strategically placed our watering supplies in here so that it's much easier for us to water things. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's hop in our tractor here and let's hook up to our watering barrel. Oh, the sand is brutal, man. This sand is absolutely brutal. I may go in and fill in the whole island if I can today too. That would be great, so I don't have to struggle driving around on here because it is not easy. And, oh, actually, I left my cart in a rather bad spot now that I'm looking at it. But that's all right. We'll manage. We can work around it. Let's go ahead and start filling, and let's start dumping. We've got some very thirsty plants here. I've been sitting in this one spot for quite some time, just filling up our prickly pears. Man, these guys are thirsty.
A few inches later.
All right, prickly pears are officially done. They have been prickled. Let's go. Onto the potatoes and our raspberries now. All right, these should be nice and easy. The watering point's right here, and I think I can do both of these guys at once. Not that either of them really needed that much water to begin with, but still, every little bit counts. All right, everything is officially watered, so we're good in that department. Now, this is going to be a bit of a pain, but we got to get more seeds over here for the raspberry farm. I'd like to get 2 pallets over there. It's just gonna be such a pain. The sand is miserable to drive in, and I believe that is where the pallets are gonna spawn. Let me pop out 2 here, and we're just gonna start doing it. All right, we got our 2 pallets. Cost me about $2,500, and oh, they're over there. Even better. Okay, I might have a real shot at pushing these guys here without too much of a problem. Let's see. What are the shot of me doing 2 at 1? Not very high. Not very high at all. Okay, you know what? Let's start with this one since it's already kind of further back. Geez, they're so close together, though. That's what's making this harder than it needs to be, because I keep trying to drive over one. All right, I'm just going to have to struggle for a little bit until I can get them separated.
Meanwhile.
And I've done it again. Beautiful. Okay, okay, it's going to be that type of day. Got my tractor back, and at least it does look like I made a little bit of progress, and I was able to kind of kick... No. Did you see that? This thing... Oh, man. That is so... Why did it do that? Why did it do that? I had it at a spot where it was actually good for me, and it just decided to move on its own. Okay, either way, I mean, I'm making a little bit of headway here, so I'm just going to keep pushing, although it's going in the wrong direction. I don't want to put it in the sand. All right, I feel like I got something good going here. finally got the seed pallets separated. So I should be able to get this guy over here. We're so close, yet so far still. All right, in we go. Yes. All right, one more pallet to go, and then we're finally done. This one went much easier, at least until I started talking. It was going much easier. We're very, very close. Okay, in we go. All right, beautiful. So we got both pallets of seeds in. That should be good. Let me look. How many do I got in here? Show me some info here, please. All right, we've got 3,000 liters of seeds. That should last us a little while. We got plenty of water. We're good to go, man. So we can basically let things do their natural stuff, and we'll come back in a couple months when everything is grown. I believe we're probably going to come back in March. March is going to be the month, and that's when we're going to sell our raspberries. Even though they don't fluctuate much, yeah, that'll be enough time for us to wait until we have a nice little amount of cash, and then we can go ahead and get an actual upgrade for a tractor, which is going to be amazing. I can't wait. One eternity later. All right, guys, welcome back. It's been many, many months. I've been a busy little beaver taking care of all our plants and everything out here, keeping everything producing. But it does look like we actually did run out of water on our prickly pears. Okay, that's not great, not optimal, but we'll take care of that. No problems whatsoever. Let's take a look at everything here. I did have to move some potatoes out because we did end up overflowing on our potatoes. And yeah, we're still overflowing even with what we got going on right here. Our raspberries, we did run out of seeds on, so this is all we got for raspberries. But the real star of the show right now is going to be the prickly pears. We should have lots and lots of these guys to go ahead and sell. And this is like the golden month for prickly pears. So I'm going to start in the back. We are going to grab everything back there. We're going to do our little sales here, and then we'll see how much money we got. And I'm going to go from there and figure out what upgrade I want to get. So what do we got? We got, it looks like 5 crates per production. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's start loading these up. Five crate. I could probably fit 6 on here comfortably. I don't think I really want to go much more than 6. So yeah, well, maybe I can go 8. I'll try and go 8. If we could do 8, that'll be a good portion, a good chunk of the other prickly pear right next to this one right here. All right, we're all loaded up on these guys. Let me, you know what? Yeah, we'll strap this up, and we'll strap that one up too, just so I can reposition the cart here a little bit. It's kind of not the optimal positioning for where I wanted it to be, and I'm right in there, man. It's so funny sometimes. All right, this is a good spot. I just turned it around, basically. How many we got here? We got 6 on this one. All right, let me take one of these, I think, and then we'll come back for the rest. And there it is. Plop. Tighten these bad boys up. Let's go sell this stuff. All right, weak elbows coming through. Watch it. Watch the money pour in. That's what I should be saying. Oh, man, I love selling these prickly pears so much. It's not immediate either, so you just get to watch the money counter go up, up, and up. 11,965 for that one sale. We got a lot left to go still, too. This is going to be tremendous. Oh, baby, $46,000. Oh, that's so big.
That's what she said. No time.
That is so big. I needed that so bad, guys. This is like, having no money is brutal. Just having like anything really, really helps so much. So let's get this guy parked here, I guess. Yeah, why not? We'll just put it right here, kind of out of the way. All right, leave it right there. So I need to modify this tractor right here if I'm going to get a front end loader on it. And that's what I really, really need so I can stop struggling to move things. It's going to be amazing. But to do it, I need a way to modify this thing. And currently, there is nothing on this island that is going to let me modify this tractor. If I'm going to be able to do it, I'm going to have to be able to do it myself. So I'm going to have to look for something that will help me do that. And I'm thinking this guy right here, the field service kit, this is going to be the answer for us. This should let us modify the tractor and pretty much modify anything we want at any point. So we're going to need this guy. And look at it. It's just a little toolbox. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and buy it. Bam. Thank you very much. Where's it at? Give it to me. Here it is right here. So let's pick this guy up. Now, as far as how this works, you should just stand here and whatever's behind it will get modified. So let's drop it right here. Tractor is behind it. and let's do this. Oh, yes, that's so awesome. Customize. Now, we can't repair, but we can customize. So that's pretty important right there. So, front loader attacher. We need that for sure. The question is, are we going to get the lizard farming or are we going to get the quickie? I think we're going to get the lizard farming because it's going to be a bit cheaper. And being that everything else is so expensive, including adding more land to our island, I need to save as much money as I can. So we'll go with this guy right here. 500 bucks. Cheap. Nice. I'll take it. Thank you very much. So let's check it out. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Nice orange color. You know what? Was there a way for me to customize that? Do I even check? Let me look one more time. Is this it? Is this what I can? Yes, there we go. Okay, I want this to be blue. I want it to match the rest of the tractor, so let's change that. Let's customize that right there. Okay, that's much better. That makes me feel much, much better. All right, so now we've got our attacher piece. That's great. We do need the entire quickie, or not the quickie, but the lizard farming system to actually make this work. So that's the next thing we got to get. This system actually has a lot of moving parts too, so I need to make sure I get everything. This is the first part right here. It's the arms. Let's go ahead and buy that for $2,000. That's probably the most expensive piece if I had to guess. Let's go into combinations. Now we definitely need this guy right here, the implement adapter. If we didn't get that, we could only use these things right here. And none of them are forks, so that's no good. That is definitely not good for us. Let's go ahead and buy this as well. Brilliant. And now we should be able to go and get ourselves some of these front loader tools right here. And the one I'm mainly looking at is this guy right here, front loader pallet fork. And I do also have tension belts on this guy right here too, so that the stuff that you put on there has, like, once you belt it up, can't move at all. It's going to be beautiful. All right, everything looks good here, but I do want to change something. We got to get the old Kubota logo going on in there. And I also am going to change this. We're going to get some different colors going on here as well. I just think it looks cool, all right? Leave me alone. And we'll do orange, of course, for the Kubota logo. Beautiful, look at that. $1,050, give it to me. All right, that leaves us with $41,643 to play with after that. Oh, you know what? I probably could have colored these blue as well. Oh, well, maybe further down the line I could do it just to make everything match up. But this guy, your job is officially done. Let's move you next to our tent so I know where you are. Nice and out of the way. Beautiful right there. Let's go hook up to our system now and see how this thing works. Step number 1, connect to this guy. Done. Now we need to get on that guy over there, the implement adapter. Let's just slide it in. Oh, that was, okay, that was much easier than I thought it was going to be. Nice. Final piece of the pie is this guy. Yes, it worked. Oh, yeah. Look at this. We now essentially have like kind of a forklift. It's not quite a forklift, but it's good enough. So that should let us get some raspberries here. Let's just give it a whirl real quick. Ooh, hang on. Ooh. Okay, a little bit squirrely on the get-go, but we'll get there. Give it to me. Come on. In we go. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go sell our first pallet of raspberries here. In you go. Let's go, baby. $3,414 for a single pallet there. I got to collect all the rest of these and sell them. I may even try like double stacking them or something, but it shouldn't take too long with this tool. This is going to be much, much better. All right, I'm trying to double lift here, and it's not going great. It's still a struggle. Definitely still a struggle. Anytime I get in the sand with anything, it just feels like a struggle. We definitely need a trailer. We need a trailer so bad. I was gonna spend most of this money expanding our land here, but after this experience, trailer absolutely necessary. And can I just get it over there? Come on, man. All right, we're almost there, like inches further. There we go. There we go. Let's unstrap this one. Beautiful. Okay. Man, for like just barely actually a little bit under 7,000, that was the most work, man. It's absolutely crazy. You know, so I have two options here, actually. Instead of getting a trailer right away, what I could do is go in here and actually go ahead and paint grass. Get rid of the sand completely. I think that actually might be the better bet. But this is going to cost us money to do. You know what? It's going to be worth it. Let's just go for it. Okay. Let's do the whole island. I don't even care. I want to get rid of the sand so badly. All right, there we go. Oh, we are sand free. And it cost a couple $1,000, but we did it. Definitely well worth it. I'm gonna get these last couple pallets here. I shouldn't have a problem doing 2 at a time now, especially since the sand is gone. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we'll look into trailers after that.
2 hours later.
Last sale there, very good. So we're at 63,264 after selling off all of our raspberries. That's amazing. Feels very, very good. But it is time to go ahead and find ourselves a trailer. Something that's not huge. We're not on a very big island. We don't have tons of stuff to haul around, but definitely something that's bigger than our little hand cart. All right, check it out, guys. I found the perfect little trailer. Cost me $4,250. Nothing massive, but a big upgrade from this guy over here. So we no longer need this. Let's get rid of it. I don't have a sell point that I could actually sell it at, so we're gonna have to go in here. And where is it? The cargo cart. Goodbye. $147 we're going to be getting back from that. I'll gladly take that. Every little bit counts. All right, so now we've got this guy. Let's go ahead and hook up to it. And I want to like throw some potatoes on here. Just see how many I could fit. Actually, hang on. We're not going to put potatoes on here. We need to load more seeds into our raspberry plant. So that's what we're going to be doing there. I just need, I'm probably going to go with like maybe 4 pallets of seeds. And when I say 4, I actually mean 8. Yeah, I'm really gonna load this guy up. We got the money, so I may as well. We also need to get some seeds and some fertilizer in the potatoes, so that way we can kind of supercharge that production as well. I really want to make like a lot of potatoes, so that's gonna really help us out in that department. All right, got 3 on there. That'll have to do for now. Let's strap these guys up. Don't want them going anywhere. We're going to put these 3 on our raspberries first. Oh, look at this. Man, it moves so much faster. It's a little bit off balance, but it's way, way better than how we were moving these before. Now, let's see. This is going to be the test. If I just get them in there and I unstrap, oh, that's so much better. So much better. Okay, I'm going to load up the rest of these, get them all put in there. I'm going to put a couple in the potatoes, seeds for, you know what? We're almost maxed out on potatoes. I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to fill everything up in here in the raspberry production, and we're just going full bore on that guy.
A few moments later.
All right, we got all of our seeds in. Brilliant. Now, I definitely need to start moving some of these potatoes out here. We are completely full on these. The beautiful thing here, though, is that they're not over 200 kilograms, so I can just do this. Absolutely amazing. That is so much easier. And actually, hang on, I may be able to do a little fancy footwork here and get, oh, yeah. That's the way to go. Let me just reposition this a little bit more to the right. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna load this thing up, man. We're gonna get, we can get 2 per level, 2, 4, 6. We can get 8 pallets per cartload. I think that's probably a safe amount. Any more than that, and this thing is gonna get like way too top heavy. All right, there we go. Nice little load of potatoes here. Can I strap you up? There we go. And number 2, I had to get very, very close to do that. A little bit weird. So we still have $49,000 to play with here. That's really, really good. We can definitely make some moves with that. Let me just go ahead and pull these out of here. Let's see how off balance we are when I move. Not terrible, actually. Yeah, that's actually okay. Yeah, I can live with that 100%. It definitely helps that these pallets aren't like a million. Whoop, there we go. There we go. I was expecting that, but it still caught me off guard. All right, let's park these right here. We'll keep them here. These got to get sold in December. So a couple months still before we can go ahead and put these in the sell point. Now let's check and see how much room we have left in our potato plant here. So we only have about 6,000 liters free here. Plus, is there anything here? Yeah, they're already there. You know what? I'll just go ahead and move these over out of the way. So that way we can make a little more room. And you know what? I may in fact just do that for a whole bunch because I want to make as many of these as I possibly can for October so that we can get a nice big payday from our potatoes too. That should be good right there. That should leave plenty of room. 8, yeah, oh yeah, we got plenty. We got 12,000 liters of free space in there for our potatoes. We're looking good on raspberries. They're probably gonna need a little water. Prickly pear definitely needs water. So that's my next step, is to go ahead and water everything and then we'll go ahead and chill until December. All right, I got everything all watered, so we're good on that front, at least for now, because there is something else that I actually would like to add in too. So let me turn this off. We're gonna go in here. Now, up until this point, we've been putting down basically like small versions of everything, because that's all we could afford. But right now, we're sitting in a pretty good spot here. We got $49,000. That's a good chunk of change right there. And that basically is going to let us afford some of these bigger production points here. So right here, we've got this one. This one's very, very tempting. It's the big garden. It can grow a wide variety of fruits and veggies. So this one right here is definitely on my radar, but we could actually go even bigger if we want. We could go with this small advanced greenhouse here. We could go with a small tarp greenhouse. We could do watermelons. The possibilities are endless here on what we actually want to grow. But I do need to think that I probably want to take baby steps in regards to this. I don't want to overload myself and not be able to keep up or have issues that I won't be able to afford or account for. So I think the best bet, and what we're going to go with, is going to be this Polish garden right here. It doesn't take up too much land, so it actually should fit in just fine. Especially, ooh, okay. I really want it to basically go right here, but it's overlapping and it looks like it's actually coming off the island a little bit here as well. So we're going to need to expand a little bit. Let's go here and let's make this nice and big. And we're just going to go basically out or up and then out this way and just expand this little portion here. So, okay, let's get the strength up. Give me the strength. And we'll just go like that. How's that looking? It's looking good. Oh no, we got sand again though. All right, that's not great. Let's go ahead and soften this a little bit too so we don't have these weird bumps going on. Okay, very nice. And you know what? Before we get out of here, I need to get rid of this sand too. I can't have that stuff cramping my style here. Let's go ahead and just paint this away. We'll plant some grass. Beautiful. That should give us plenty of room to get our garden down here. So let's hop back in here. Let's go to greenhouses, and we want this guy, the big garden. Yes, that is exactly what we want right there. Or do we? Ooh, maybe I want to do it like this. Yeah, you know what? The more I look at this, the more I think that I should do it like this. Now, what do I have free move on. If I turn that off, on, it really doesn't matter at all. So let's go ahead and slap this guy down almost as close as we can, but I want to leave a little bit of room too. We are going to have to be loading things in and out and whatnot. So right there, I feel like is pretty good. Oh yeah, that looks real nice. Okay, let me hop over there. I want to take a look at this. And you know what? I was just, when it rains like this, don't you guys think it should water the plants? Don't you think that would make sense? I feel like that makes sense, but whatever. It doesn't happen in the game. But I digress. Let's check this thing out right here. Oh, baby, this is big. This is real big. So we have lots of options in here, and we have an option to use either seeds and solid fertilizer or solely water. That's pretty big right there. Let's look at the recipe and see what the difference is, though. Okay, it is a crazy difference. Look at this. So for the regular recipe, uses 4 water, makes 4 tomato, does 1,056 cycles per month. For the advanced recipe, I'll call it, it uses 44 water, 1 seed, 1 fertilizer, but it pumps out 88 tomatoes as opposed to 4 per cycle. It does, however, only do 96 cycles per month. So it's about 1/10, but you're getting about 200% more tomatoes in the long run. So that's definitely what you want. The question really is, what do we want to grow in here? What's going to be the best thing for us? I think we're going to do a little bit of peas here. That seems like a good option to me. I mean, they all are pretty good options, but peas for some reason are just sticking out at me. So let's go ahead and activate this, and we are going to do the specialized recipe that requires seeds and solid fertilizer. It just seems worth it to me. So let's go ahead and activate that. Now, we do have to fill this up with a lot of water. Look at that, 60,000 liters of water. That's crazy. Along with that, we need 20,000 liters. Well, we don't need, but it would be nice to fill it up. But it can fit 20,000 liters of solid fertilizer and seeds. That's crazy. That's a lot. I think what we'll do is try and get maybe 6,000 or 7,000 liters of solid fertilizer and seeds in there. That way we can keep it running for a while. So let's see if we can afford that. First off, we only have 18,000 bucks. That's not that much. I feel like I could spend that just on seeds. So I took a look at the price of both, and I think what I'll do is I'll get 5 pallets of seeds. That'll be 5,000 liters there. It costs $6,300. And then the rest, we're going to put it all into solid fertilizer. And that's going to be all of our money, essentially. So let's go in here, solid fertilizer. And can I even get 5? I can. Oh, I can. That's big. Okay, that's very, very big. It's going to cost us $9,600 though. That's fine. You got to do what you got to do. And that puts us down at 2,177. Right back at the bottom. We went from a super high back down. Okay, well, you know what? This is going to make us a lot of money in the long run. So you got to do it. You got to do it. I think I'll go do the water first. I'll fill that up. And then I'll come back and I'll start making trips with the seeds and the fertilizer. Oh, and you know what? I definitely have to get down one of our garden hoses for this guy right here. This takes a lot of water. It's going to take a ton of trips if I don't. Looks like a pretty good spot right there, does it not? Maybe we'll put it right by this thing. Bam. Okay, much better. Let's start dumping. All right, guys, I got the peas all watered. I got the seeds and the fertilizer in here as well. And look at these little plants. These are so precious. I love these so much. So let's look in here and see what we actually have inside. We've got 5,200 liters of seeds and just under 5,000 liters of solid fertilizer. Plenty of water. And are we making any peas yet? 53 liters of peas. Let's go, baby. So it does coincide that the peas and the potatoes are sold in the exact same month of December. So we're going to be able to sell our first batch of peas today, and we're going to sell a ton of potatoes. In fact, how are we doing with the potatoes? The potatoes. You say potato or potato? I don't know. Does it really matter? Probably not. We got plenty of room left in here still. Okay, we're going to go ahead and chill until December, and then we are going to make a nice big potato and pea sale. Let's go, baby. One eternity later. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a brisk, sunny island day in December, and we are ready to sell ourselves some peas and some potatoes. First things first, though, let me go check out the pea sitch here. I want to see if I could lift these. Oh, that would be so amazing. Can I please? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, that really makes this so much easier that I don't have to use the forklift and I could just manhandle this stuff and put it on my trailer. All right, so how many peas do I got? Let's take a look here. We have 4,000 liters sitting in there, plus how many of these? We've got 1, 2, 3 of these, which are 1,000 liters a piece. So we have about 7,000 liters of peas. That ain't no small amount of peas. Look at this. The green giant would be impressed. Okay, let's go ahead and start loading these things up. I've got so many potatoes over there already. I guess, yeah, I'm just gonna start loading up as many as I can, and we'll make trips. We're gonna sell it all. Last pallet of peas going on the truck. As long as I don't mess this up, we're in the clear, home free. It can be hard to see sometimes to put these on here. Beautiful, looks great. Let's strap this up and we're ready to go. Number 2, oh, perfect. All right, let's get this over to the sell point. You know what? I've got 7,000 liters of peas on the back of this thing, and I want to guess how much this is all worth, but truly, I have zero idea. Let's just drive over it and see as we go. And, 13, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22,000 in peas? Let's go, baby. Yes. Oh, man. That was only a couple months, and we got $22,000 worth of peas there. That is absolutely sick, man. Oh, man, that's a great choice. Hang on. A little squirrely here. Let's go ahead and back it in correctly, Hugz, please. Thank you. All right, yeah, that's a lot of money just for peas. I'm super happy about that. And we have so many potatoes here. This is going to be insane how many potatoes we have. It's going to take me a lot of trips, I think. Okay, very unsturdy load here. Had some shiftage as I was going through doing this, but we got it all on there. Unfortunately, I did have some fall off. I had to put them on again. It wasn't fun. Wasn't fun at all. but it was way better than the alternative. All right, let's go ahead and sell our first load of potatoes here. I felt like I was going to tip there for a second. And oh, no, guys. Okay, woof. Oh, okay, what is that? Almost 9,000 bucks worth of potatoes. Brilliant. I've got a lot more loads to bring over too. That was the first of many. All right, another load of potatoes coming in. And I've also, I've like pre-set up that whole bunch right there. It was just, they were so close. I didn't really feel like loading them on here. So yeah, I'm just going to put them in one by one. Should be very, very fast. I mean, they're literally right at the sell point. All I got to do is that. So let's see, we're 42,000. Oh boy, we're making some bank today, ladies and gentlemen. Although these only are 766 per pallet, so it's not like you're making millions off of them, but it all adds up, you know, it all adds up. 45,000, last one here, 46,422. And we still have some of these left too, and we've got raspberries. Raspberries we could pretty much sell whenever we want, so I'm gonna load these up too. We're gonna sell those. All right, coming in with hot with some raspberries. Yeah, get in there. 10,242 bucks for our raspberries. That puts us at $56,664. Whew, that's good. That is real good. Let's hop out here. Oh man. Okay, we did pretty good today, man. We got this garden down, which this is gonna be clutch right here. This big garden. I almost have a mind to replace everything here with just these big gardens. Just because I feel like they produce so much and they hold so much, it's really going to save me so much time if I'm not going to have to load this thing up like crazy, like I'm constantly having to water these guys and put seeds and whatnot in here. It's just going to make things much easier. So I'm thinking about that for down the line, but for now, we're going to stick with what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, you know what to do. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're not already. It's absolutely free, so why not? But I hope each and every one of you have a beautiful day out there, and I will see you all on the next one.